He really is a monster. He was extremely huge.
The Bible is incorrect. On the seventh day, God didn't take a day off. Instead, on the seventh day, God created Ronnie Coleman. On May 13th, 1964, Ronnie Coleman was born in Monroe, Louisiana. Just a simple boy who had no idea what he would grow into. Or what inner power would ignite. He had extraordinary genetics. Most probably the greatest work ethic in any sport we've ever witnessed. Ronnie Coleman was the most gifted genetic freak I've ever seen.
The former champ, Dorian Yates, had retired the previous year, so the title was open for the taking.
Possibly Flex.
Probably Flex Wheeler. Flex.
I like Nasser and obviously Flex Wheeler.
I think Flex.
Flex Wheeler.
Flex Wheeler and Nasser El Somebody were the top favorites entering into the competition. Ronnie Coleman wasn't really in the discussion because he finished 9th in the 1997 Mr. Olympia. In this year, Nasser was looking enormous, and the Sultan of Symmetry, Flex Wheeler, was aesthetic as a statue. Yet Ronnie was undoubtedly more ripped and sharper than either of them. You couldn't believe it. The shape of the physique on that guy was unreal.
So it's just a combination of hard work and dedication all paying off.
He shocked everyone that night and took the title away.
In second place, Flex Wheeler. The new Mr. Olympia, Ronnie Coleman.
The hunt goes on. In 1999, the battle was between Ronnie, Flex, and Chris. Both Ronnie and Flex were considerably bigger and fuller than they had been the year before. However, in this year, Ronnie appeared like a monster and took the title right away. This is one of the greatest versions of Ronnie ever to take the stage.
Never thought that I'd win Mr. Olympia. Never in a million years.
Mr. Olympia, Big Ron Coleman.
Second place, Flex Wheeler.
The conflict broke out once more in 2000, with Ronnie, Flex, and Kevin as the top 3. Kevin brought one of his best packages, and Flex came with the most perfect physique. Unfortunately, Ronnie was massive and easily ran away with this contest. In the first 5 mandatory rounds, he absolutely destroyed him.
Front double bicep, lat spread, side chest, double bicep, lat spread, side tricep, abdominal and thigh. He's Presenting the second place award to Kevin Levrone, to the three-time Olympia champion, Ronnie Coleman.
Here comes the underdog, Jay Cutler.
In 2001, the underdog sprung up out of nowhere. The battle was between Jay Cutler and Ronnie Coleman. Prior to the night show, Ronnie complained he was sick and about to die, but he still managed to win.
I literally passed out in my room right before the night of the show. And I woke up that morning and I was on my way to the hospital and Chad was like, no, we done worked too hard. Grab a gallon of water and drink as much as you can. Because I was totally exhausted. I thought I was dying actually. And I drank a gallon of water before I went on stage at the 2001 Olympia.
Even though Ronnie won the championship this year, it was a closely contested contest between the two. Ronnie demolished Jay from the back. This was a controversial win for Ronnie.
Second place finisher, Jay Cutler.
Ronnie had a difficult year in 2002, since this was one of his worst and smallest versions. This year, Ronnie won the competition, followed by Chris Cormier in third and Kevin Levrone in second. Ronnie definitely was thicker with the more muscular quads, and he smashed them both in the lower half with monstrous quads and his thick back.
Second place finisher, to Kevin Levrone.
After that, in 2003, Jay participated in the Mr. Olympia competition, believing he would win, but Ronnie returned the following year like a monster. That was crazy.
He came back like a monster that year. It was just crazy. It was the best Ronnie we ever seen. He was like 280 pounds and ripped, and it was like no one was going to beat him that year.
The best Ronnie we've ever seen was there. When Ronnie walked onto the stage for the first time, everyone stared at him and their jaws just dropped. It was like, damn.
I feel real good about the preparation for this show. I think this is by far one of the most prepared for show I ever done.
He smoked everyone in every shot.
Second place, Jay Cutler.
To this day, many people still regard the 2003 version of Ronnie Coleman as the biggest and the best. However, the very next year, in 2004, Ronnie appeared to be just as big, just as in shape, and of course, just as dominant.
Talking about what they're gonna do. Hey, this is a show. Talk is cheap. You want to do something? Hey, we can do something right now.
Who's got the guts?
In this year, Ronnie won the challenge round against Jay Cutler and 4 other bodybuilders and claimed his 7th Mr. Olympia title.
The Battle of the Mass Monsters.
Let's do the most muscular again. Lights out time. Real double bicep, baby. Rear, lat, lights out spread.
The winner of this pose is Mr. Olympia.
Rear, lat, Game over. Lights out spread.
Ronnie Coleman,
Ronnie Coleman,
Mr. Olympia,
Olympia.
for the 7th straight year.
Anyway, every great story has an end.
In 2005, the chase continued. This was the 8th and final Mr. Olympia win of Ronnie Coleman. He brought a much better package this year than last year.
Tonight he looks to break Arnold Schwarzenegger's record of 7 titles and tries to tie the all-time record of Lee Haney's 8 titles. And Jay Cutler and Ronnie Coleman, will you please take center stage?
It has come down to this before. Here we are again, the 2 best bodybuilders in the world. The award for 2nd place, Jay Cutler. In 2005, Mr. Olympia, Ronnie